Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, Math TikTok PH. Thank you so much.
Hello, students. Happy learning. Our learning objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to first define, identify, and give examples of rates. Next, solve problems involving rates. Example, the speed. So, ito po ang kailangan matutunan ng mga grade 7 students in the Matatag new curriculum. Are you ready? Okay. So, now, you are going to define the following terms. We have rate, ratio, and unit rate. I have here the definition 1, 2, and 3. So I'll give you 5 seconds to match the terms. Ready? Go. Okay, let's check your answer. Number one, the answer is correct. That is ratio. Ratio is the comparison of two quantities with the same unit. Next, number two, the correct answer is rate. Rate is related to ratio, is a ratio comparing two quantities of different kinds of units. And last, number three is unit rate. Is a rate for one of something. It has a denominator of 1 unit when written as a fraction, or we call that unit fraction siya. Okay, so with that, so ito po yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon, kung paano mag-express, ready? Or solve problems, ready? So, speed. Speed tells how far a vehicle, a person, or moving an object hovers per unit time. Okay, so gaya ni Jungkook. Oh, yan, nagdadrive siya. Jungkook's car is traveling at a speed of 2 kilometers per hour. So all we have to do is complete the table to illustrate. So you are going to describe the rate, ratio, and unit rate. Since ang given natin naka-state po dyan na 2 kilometers per hour, yan po yung kanyang rate. So all you have to do is write 2 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, 1 kasi per. Next, ratio niya, remember this is a two comparison no, of two quantities. That is 2 is to 1 or pwede siyang 2 over 1 kasi fraction, that is the ratio. And unit rate, may kasama na siyang unit. Yun yung 2 kilometer over 1. Naka-fraction form, remember, or you can write this 2 kph or kilometer per hour. Okay, so next, number 2, rate. Rate per piece of work done tells us the payment of a person receives per unit time of work. Okay. Next, ito yung ating example. A minimum wage earner or a worker receives salary of 690 pesos per day. Ito yung kanyang minimum wage no, na nare-receive kapag work siya every day. So, ito yung ating table. We have to complete the table from the given 690 pesos per day. Yan na po yung kanyang rate. Ilagay lang natin na 690 pesos in 1 day. Kasi per, remember, the ratio is 690 is to 1. Or you can say 690 over 1. Yun yung ating unit rate na ngayon. Ang kaibahan lamang niyan, dinagdagan mo ng unit, yung pesos over day or 1 day. Kaya nga, 690 pesos per 1 day. Since 1 yung denominator, take note, no need to write 1 kasi na-understood that is simplified form na siya. Next number. So, meron tayong rate na tinatawag. Ano naman yung rate? Rate in doing a piece of work tells us the amount of work a person or group of persons can accomplish per unit time. Okay, so example natin, number 3, a secretary can type 150 letters per minute. So, complete the table para ma-illustrate natin. So, ano yung rate niya? Nasa given, according to the given, 150 letters per minute or that is 150 letters in 1 minute. Always remember per, that is 1. Okay, and the ratio is 150 is to 1, unit rate. So, gagawin mo lang siyang fraction kasi idagdag mo yung unit niya. Kaya nga that is 150 letters over 1 minute or per minute na lang siya. Okay, next. So let's talk about cost. Cost tells us the amount of money paid in exchange for products. Diba? Pag bumibili tayo. Okay, so, and therefore, we have this number 4. 3 candies cost 2 pesos. 'Di ba? Pag bumili ka ng 2 pisong ang makre-receive mo ay 3 candies. Yun yung ano niya, promo, no? Remember? And complete the table. Ano yung rate natin from the given? That is 3 candies in 2 pesos. Ano yung ratio natin? 3:2. Gagawin natin fraction. Unit rate, that is 3 candies over 2 pesos. Since that is 2 pesos, okay, so hindi siya pwedeng tanggalin kasi nga unit fraction, remember? 1. Okay, next. So let's talk about how to express the rates in unit rates. So eto si Jungkook, no? Di ba nakikita po natin? Jungkook wrote 200 words in 5 minutes. Di ba? So express natin sa fraction, that is the ratio. Ang ratio natin dyan, okay, kailangan po naka-simplified form. 200 words over 5 minutes, no? Ibig sabihin nito, ano yung GCF ni 200 tsaka 5? Okay, yun yung greatest common factor nila eh. So, para malawis term natin, hanapin natin yung pwedeng pang divide sa 200 na pwede rin sa 5. Yun yung common factor. That is 5. Yun yung pwede. So, therefore, divide natin both numerator and denominator by 5. Kaya 200 divided by 5, that is 40, and also 5 divided by 5 is 1. Since naka-unit fraction na po siya, dagdagan lang po natin ng unit, that is the words over minute. Kaya nga, since naka-unit fraction, remove po natin yung over 1. Kaya nga, 40 words over minute na lang siya. Or, pag binasa ko to, therefore, the unit rate is 40 words per minute. Okay, next, number 2. 300 books in 50 shelves. Eto, kilala nyo to, si Cha Yun-woo. So, mahilig siya magbasa ng mga books, no? Ito yung kanyang collection. So, 300 books in 15 shelves. So, express rate to refraction. Ito yung kanyang fraction form. So, take note, i-lowest term natin. Okay, solution, find the GCF between 300 and 15. Since 15 is the greatest niya, common factor na siya, yun na yung pang-divide natin. Kaya nga that is 300 divided by 15, that is 20. Ganon din sa denominator na 15 divided by 15 is 1. Since naka-unit fraction na siya, dagdagan mo na lang siya ng unit. That is books over 1 shelf. Or that is 20 books over 1 shelf. Since unit fraction, remove natin yung 1. Kaya nga 20 books over shelf. And therefore, the unit rate is 20 books per shelf. Yun yung kayang i-accommodate sa bawat shelf. Malaki yung kanyang bookshelves. Next, since alam na natin kung paano mag-express, i-apply na natin siya. Solve problems involving rates. Ito, number 1 question. A man can jog 6 kilometers in 2 hours. At this rate, how many kilometers can he jog in 5 hours? Ibig sabihin yan, so solution natin, express natin yung rate to fraction, 6 over 2. Remember yung ginagawa natin kanina, di ba? Lowest term natin by finding the greatest common factor, GCF, of 6 and 2. That is 2. Kaya nga 6 divide natin by 2, that is 3. Same with 2 divided by 2 is 1. Since naka-unit fraction na siya, yun yung ating simplified form. And lagyan lang natin ng unit na kilometer tsaka hour. Kaya nga 3 kilometer over 1 hour. So since naka-unit fraction, simplified natin. Yan. And therefore, so ano yung sagot natin doon? Okay. How about if he jogged in 5 hours? Ibig sabihin niyan, may gagawin pa tayo para masagot yung tanong na yon. So, ibig sabihin niyan, yung ating nakuhang 3 kilometer per hour, imumultiply natin sa 5 hours kasi tumakbo pa siya ng 5 hours. So, therefore, cancel natin yung unit na hour, matitira dyan yung kilometer. And multiply mo yung 3 times 5, that is 15 kilometer na siya. Ibig sabihin, class, yung kanyang tinakbo sa loob ng 5 oras ay minultiply natin sa 3 kilometer. And we have 15 kilometers. And therefore, a man can jog 15 kilometers in 5 minutes. Di ba? Mabilis siyang tumakbo. Okay, next, number 2 problem. Jimin, kilala nyo si Jimin. So, one of the members of the BTS. Okay? Jimin can hit a bucket of 323 golf balls in 17 hours. how many golf balls can Jimin hit in 20 hours? So, solution natin, express natin, rate to fraction, and find the GCF or the greatest common factor ng 323 tsaka 17. Siyempre, 70 is the greatest common factor. Yun ay pang-divide natin. Both numerator and denominator. Kaya nga, 323 divided by 17, that is 19. Ganon din yung 17 divided by 17 sa denominator, that is 1. Since naka-unit fraction na siya, lagyan mo lang ng unit na gulps tsaka hour. Kaya nga, 19 gulps per 1 hour. Yung kanyang uh, lowest term. And therefore, remove natin yung 1 kasi remember, nakasimplified siya. So, ang tanong dyan, how many golf balls can Jimin hit in 20 hours? Ibig sabihin, sa isang oras, meron siyang na-hit na 19 golfs. E paano kung 20 hours yung kanyang length no, of time? Ilang kaya ang mahihit niyang golfs? So, given that 19 golfs over 1 hour or hour, multiply na natin sa 20 hours. So, cancel natin yung unit na hour. And yung natira, i-multiply natin yung 19 times 20, that is 380. Copy mo lang yung golfs na unit. Kasi yun yung kailangan natin sa sagot na hinihingi sa tanong. Okay, therefore, we can say that Jimin can hit 380 golf balls in 20 hours. Okay, next for number 3. Okay. So a waiter serves 40 guests in 5 hours. How many guests can he serve in 1 hour? Ibig sabihin, iyan yung unang tanong, di ba? So, ilang guests kaya ang masaserve niya sa loob ng isang oras? Pangalawang tanong, ilang guests kaya ang masaserve niya sa loob ng 7 oras? So, first, solution natin, express rate to fraction, 40 guests over 5 hours. So, ilowest term natin by finding the GCF. Since 5 is the greatest common factor na, yun yung pang-divide natin sa numerator, ganun din sa denominator. Kaya nga, 40 divided by 5 is 8. Then, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Since naka-unit fraction siya, lalagyan mo lang ng unit na guess tsaka hour. Since we have 8 guests, ibig sabihin class, pag in-interpret mo to, meron siyang 8 guests na masaserve sa loob ng isang oras. Okay, yan yung unang sagot natin doon sa tanong na, how many guests can he serve in 1 hour? Lagay na natin yung sagot. Pangalawang tanong, how many guests can he serve in 7 hours? Para masagot yon, okay, since meron na tayong 8 guests in 1 hour dito or over 1, imumultiply lang natin sa 7. Okay, 7, then i-cancel natin yung hour, then yung natira, 8 times 7, multiply mo, that is 56, then copy yung unit na guess. Yun yung sagot doon sa pangalawang tanong. Okay, therefore, a waiter can serve 56 guests in 7 hours. Mabilis siya, di ba? So, ayan, ang happy-happy ni waiter. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something. Now, you can now do the assignment. Complete the table by expressing a rate to ratio and answer what is being asked on the problem. Copy the table and answer with solution on one whole sheet of paper. Okay, so I'll give you 5 seconds to copy. Ready? Okay, so now take care and goodbye.